Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising is one of the best looks into Chiss culture we've ever had in canon or Legends. Many elements of Ascendancy hierarchy were established in Legends first, but the new book spends most of its time out in the unknown regions with an extended look at how everything works, and today that's what I'll be talking about. The ruling body of the Chiss Ascendancy was called the Syndicare. It was made up of high-ranking members of the 9 ruling families. Many houses made up the Chiss people, including a handful of so-called great families, but 9 were designated to rule over the rest of their people at any given time. The names of the 9 families were Ufsa, Arizi, Dasklo, Klar, Chaff, Plick, Bodil, Myth, and Abik. It was possible for one of the ruling families to lose their position to a great family seeking to grasp more power, so relationships between families could become intense rivalries. Each family also had their own hierarchy. The patriarch was the head of a family. Syndics were members of the Syndicare and were led by a speaker. The patriels handled family affairs on a planetary scale, and counselors handled them at a local level. Mid-level members were known as aristocra. No matter their rank, the duty of any family member was to help increase or secure their family's position and power. Some of the factors that determined influence were financial or historical, or it could be more ambiguous, like overall prestige or reputation. Since larger families meant more chances to improve their status, a system was developed to absorb outsiders from smaller, less noble houses. For example, Thrawn was once a member of the Kivu family. When his potential was seen during his time at the Academy, he was granted a position in the Myth family as a merit adoptive. Normally, that was a process that took months to evaluate any new family member, but Thrawn was accepted almost immediately. Merit adoptives were basically placed on probation until they proved themselves worthy. The path to a more secure position was through the trials. It's not specified how many challenges there were, but they were mostly mental tests that took many forms. Written, verbal, or practical problems were presented to the merit adoptive over the course of a couple days, but when they passed their trials, they became known as trial-born. If an individual continued to impress their family members, they could rise yet again to the position of ranking distant, where they would be nearly untouchable. That was important because just like the 9 families were jockeying for more power and influence, so were the members within each family. Cousin and blood were the final 2 ranks in any family. They included anyone born into the family. Those ranks aren't detailed as much, but I assume the children of ranking distance became cousins, and perhaps their children became blood relatives. Or perhaps blood relatives are only those born to someone at the aristocra level or higher. I'm not sure right now. While families could remove merit adoptives from their ranks, there was another, more honorable way to exit a family. Service within the Chiss expansionary fleet meant cutting ties with all families at certain military ranks. When Ziara of the Arizi family reached the rank of Commodore, she removed the part of her name tying her to the Arizis, becoming known only as Aralani. At that point in time, her allegiance fell only with the Chiss Ascendancy rather than to any one family, although the priorities of all Chiss was to serve the Ascendancy first and foremost, but as you can imagine, family politics often got in the way of serving the greater good. That's everything we know about Chiss culture and politics for now. If you want to check out Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising for yourself, you can pick it up for free on Audible by clicking on the link in the description or by going to www.audibletrial.com/Star Wars Explained. The audiobook is out right now, and the production value on all the Star Wars audiobooks is very high with sound effects and music. It's like listening to a movie. Signing up for an Audible trial will get you a credit for 1 free audiobook, and you can use it on Chaos Rising or just about any Star Wars book you can think of. Or get any book you want. The point is, you get a free book, and you'll be supporting the channel when you do. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.